Right, I'm going to be cooking a beef and beer masala with onion bhaji dumplings, okay? Really, really simple, and it's using a cut of meat that you probably wouldn't use very often, okay? So it's the shin of beef, okay? Italians call it brazzato, right? It's you have to really stew it down. It has to be stewed or casseroled, okay? And when you do that, it just shreds so tenderly. It's really, really nice and delicious. Now, it's really simple. It's just one casserole dish, okay? So you don't have to fry anything off. Everything just goes straight into the pot. So we've got an onion there, okay, 2 onions. We've got some cauliflower. Now they're just nice little florets, okay? You just cut them into half. I mean, if they're small enough, just leave them whole. Pop those in. We've got some masala. Pop that in, okay? A little bit of ketchup. Pop that in. We've got some beer or stout. Mix it up. Nice bit of garlic. Just roughly chop it because it's going to stew down. So if you mince it up, it's really going to just get lost. So you really need to just make sure it's quite chunky. In that goes. Get your shin of beef. Now I've trimmed it up nicely. There's only nice bits of fat on there now. So you just want to cut it into nice chunks. So make sure all the chunks are the same size, okay? So they cook at the same time. Okay, there's a little bit right at the end. You have to be careful of this bit here. That's like, just cut round it. Again, straight down, nice big chunks, because it's going to stew for about 2 hours, so you want it nice and chunky. Okay, a little bit of seasoning, bit of salt, bit of pepper. Mix that through. Okay, so pop your lid on. Get your oven at about 150, okay? Pop it in for about 2 hours. Now, I've got my onions here, 2 onions, sweat off, a little bit of oil, a little bit of salt, nice and soft, no colour, okay? So, butter, room temperature, nice and soft. Now, this is like the same as making a crumble, like you would for an apple crumble. It's just literally mix it all together. Look at that, nice. Now, when it's evenly, when you can go like that and it sticks, you know it's ready to go. Lovely, right. Now, in with the onions. Straight in. Same again, mix it up. You could put some spices in at this point if you like, but we've got, you know, we've got the old biryani paste in the stew, so it's going to take on that flavour. I think that's going to be fine, you know, like that. Just about that big. Make sure they're all the same size. You should get about 8 dumplings out of this, okay? So, probably do 2 people comfortably with this dish. That's going to be delicious. Right, that's done. So that's been in there just under 2 hours now, okay? So it's a good point to take it out. About 15 minutes to go, so I'm gonna pop in the spinach and the dumplings, okay? Now, all ovens are different, yeah, so I'm saying 15 minutes for the dumplings. You know, have a little check every 5 minutes just to see, depends how you like them, because they can toughen up a bit, you know. I like them just to melt a little bit, you know. So here we go, let's pop this off. Lovely. Okay, so spinach first. Okay, so pop that in. Now give it a good old squeeze because you do get a little bit of water in there. Okay, pop that in. Let's just mix that through and it should wilt from the heat. Let's push it down. Lovely. Right, now just get your little dumplings, pop them in. Actually, it looks like a little bird's nest. Eggs. Look at that. Here we go. Okay, now back in the oven for about 15 minutes, but just make sure that you look after every 5 minutes, just to double check. You know, it depends how you like them. You know, they're going to be nice and crispy on top, so that's going to be perfect. Let's have a little butcher's. Right, that is lovely. Look at that, it's nice, crispy top there. That's lovely. And what they've done, they've sort of just like expanded and stuck together. So it's almost like a little shepherd's pie crust on top. Delicious, nice and crusty, and then moist inside. Just get a nice big spoonful. Look at that lovely spinach. Look at that. Make sure you get a nice bit of meat on there. You can smell the ale as well. It's delicious. A bit of juice. Bit of cauliflower. Lovely. A little bit of mash. And there you go. That's my beef and beer masala with a lovely, lovely onion bhaji dumpling.